So when you think of overly muscular woman in Street Fighter, you're probably thinking of that big-bodied woman, Marisa, that was recently added in Street Fighter 6. In fact, you could probably even include people like Chun-Li, Elena, Cammy, in their own right. They're pretty muscular themselves. But there's actually one muscular one who was in the early Street Fighter iterations way before Marisa. We're talking about Blair Dame from the Street Fighter EX series. Now, before y'all get mad at me, right, you guys were coming to me in the comments on my Pullum Purna video talking about some, Pullum Purna isn't canon. Street Fighter EX is a spin-off game. This doesn't have any lore with any of the Street Fighter games. It's all an Oracle property. I get it. Okay, I get it. However, Pullum Purna, as well as Blair's first appearance, was in a Street Fighter game. The game was called Street Fighter EX. It wasn't called Arica EX or Street Fighter X Arica. It was Street Fighter EX, meaning the person that bought the game had the intention of playing a Street Fighter game. Not an Arica All-Stars, which we'll get into in a bit, but a Street Fighter game. Also, y'all, let me just clickbait real quick. Come on, man, please. But who is Blair? As we can see, he's a baddie. But other than her resemblance to lean beef patty, what is she really known for? What is her purpose in Street Fighter EX? Let's talk about it.
When you got someone treating slowly, mama told me it all comes back to you.
Quick little rundown for anyone that hasn't seen any of my previous videos where I talked about Street Fighter EX briefly. Basically, Street Fighter EX is a spin-off fighting game to the mainline Street Fighter series. Confirmed by Capcom themselves, Arica was the main developer for this game, and it was Street Fighter's first attempt at a 2D fighter that's in 3D. So, a 2D, 3D fighter? Tekken was exploding as a fighting game in the 3D scene, and Street Fighter, the series that really catapulted the fighting game style, wanted their piece of the pie as well. Thus, Street Fighter EX was a way for them to not only experiment, but at the same time, see it for themselves, selling over 400,000 copies in 1996, which was pretty decent at the time. The Street Fighter timeline does get a little bit confusing with its lore, with Street Fighter Alpha releasing a few years before Street Fighter EX, and Street Fighter 3 releasing a couple of years after Street Fighter EX. In this video, I'll strictly talk about Blair Dame, but if you want me to talk about other characters in the EX series, let me know in the comments down below. If you have any requests or recommendations, it doesn't have to be from EX, or it doesn't have to be from Street Fighter. If I'm going to talk about Tekken characters, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, it's up to you. Just let me know. Like Pullum Purna, Blair only makes a few appearances in the Street Fighter series. She appears in Street Fighter EX and EX Plus Alpha. That's it. I was surprised. She doesn't really appear anywhere else. She doesn't appear in EX2 or EX3, just the EX and the EX iterations. Blair is also one of the two characters who makes an appearance in both Fighting Layer, which is Arica's self-titled fighting game, and Fighting EX Layer, the sequel that came out almost 20 years after. Growing up in Monaco as the only child of a wealthy family, Blair experienced an unquestionably privileged life. I don't think y'all get how rich people from Monaco are. Them niggas got money. When she was young, she was given specialized training. As a richer child, it wasn't necessarily just for combat, but for studies and a variety of formal habits. Even though she was getting the treatment of a princess, Blair trained like a warrior, putting herself into demanding and physical muscle training. But why did she do this? Simple. Due to her status, she knew that her and her family may unfortunately attract the wrong individual, giving herself the feeling that she needed to not only be able to protect herself, but also the ones around her that she loved. The main reason why Blair even attends the Street Fighter tournament is not because of anything daunting, it's actually because her best friend invited her.
What's good, sis? You wanna go to a fighting tournament with me?
Girl, what is you talking about?
Girl, some shit went down yesterday and I'm trying to go alone. You trying to come?
Bitch. Okay.
By the way, can y'all guess who her best friend was? Of course, Pullum Purna! You're such a good guesser. Yeah, I forgot to tell you, Blair and Pullum Purna are actually best of friends. To be honest, if you really think about it, they kind of live the same life. They both rich, they both spoiled, they get the princess treatment, and easily get bored from what it looks like, their natural life. You might be a little confused as to who Pullum Purna is if you're not familiar with the Street Fighter EX series. You may have to tune into my video. I talked about her for a little bit, link down in the description. Basically, Pullum Purna is a carbon copy of Blair when it comes to her upbringing, with some changes. She's Saudi instead of Monaco, and she's part of a political family, but other than that, spoiled upbringing, overly boredom, and a bank account that I can only dream of in their life. Like Pullum, Blair just wanted to travel across the world. However, her mom not so keen on her doing it by herself, so the Dame family hires Cracker Jack to be her bodyguard. Wouldn't you feel extra protected with the nigga called Cracker Jack being your bodyguard? I know I would. In the original Fighting Layer game, her story is a little different. She decides she wants to travel, but instead of going with Pullum Purna, she travels alone, finding herself in the mysterious Zeus Island. I don't really know what is Zeus Island, they really didn't tell us. There, her instincts detect an abnormal aura. Amused by the unusual situation, Blair considered building a leisure facility for her club on the island. Now, you might be thinking, club? Trying to party out here? Yes and no. It's a different type of club. It's like a private club. The club is the Worldwide Young Ladies Club, a club for young ladies to come from wealth and affluence. If you're not on their level, you are not invited. I'm sorry. Some of y'all in the comments, some of you ladies in the comments, you're just not on that level. I'm sorry. The club consists of Blair Dame, of course, Pullum Purna, and Julia. Who? Julia is actually one of the judgment girls from the Street Fighter 3 series. Those are the girls that would raise the sign to determine who was the winner in the fight if their health was identical. Yeah, nah, such a weird addition. Despite concerns from her butler Sebastian, Blair was unfazed and ready for action. Her story in Fighting EX Layer is also a little different as well. Her bodyguard Cracker Jack goes missing. I don't know, I think some big organization like kidnapped him or whatever. Or no, I don't even know if it's kidnapped. I think he actually just ran away because they were looking for him. And her whole purpose in Fighting EX Layer is to find him. Once she finds him and defeats him in battle, Blair calls out Jack saying, "You're in no state to be a bodyguard, as bodyguards aren't supposed to be weaker than the person they protect. Instead, you should be my husband, butler," insinuating that she had a little thing for Cracker Jack. Also, the whole finding him instead of employing someone else, me personally, if someone just ran away from their job and I was employing them, I'll just find somebody else to do it. I'll be mad at them, but I'll find somebody else. Yeah, we can see through the cracks, sis. You're not slick. Blair's main look features a striking white sleeveless leotard that reveals her cleavage, paired with black thigh-high boots, gloves, buckled armbands, and a choker with her iconic aqua blue eyes appearing in each game. In Fighting EX Layer, it's very similar to the ones I just described, but they give her a lot more to cover up, like nylon leggings, arm sleeves, and all that. Low-key, in those early games, she was like butt booty naked. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. This is literally Cammy's outfit in white. This bitch Blair a thief. I don't know. I really don't like the anime look approach that they took with the Fighting EX Layer. I don't know. You might like it. Y'all might like it, but I really enjoyed looking at the semi-anime realistically they had in the older games. For some reason, it kills a lot of the aura that they had back then. I don't know how to describe it, but that's just how I feel. And honestly, it might just be talking out of my ass, but I liked it better back then. Blair's fighting style is shootboxing based martial arts. Literally, what the hell is even that? They just be making any fighting style, bro. Shootboxing is literally right there. You could just literally call it shootboxing. The worst part is her fighting style looks more like Krav Maga than shootboxing. Where did she pick this name from? Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to the Street Fighter trial event. Please state your name and your fighting style. Thanks for having me. I'm Killer! And my fighting style is bacteria killing based martial arts. I'm from Hoboken, New Jersey. There's no way I'm gonna be the strongest guy ever. Did my ears deceive me? Or did I just not hear bacteria killing based martial arts? Yeah, you never heard about it before? Nigga, did you make that shit up? Of course not. This ancient fighting style originated in Japan through the 1800s. It developed in response to a widespread illness, serving as a means to combat the prevalent sickness affecting many people at the time. And of course, me being the main character of the story, I've adopted it for myself. Man, what the fuck is you talking about? That shit made no sense. How the hell you fighting an internal disease if you have it? You fight the air, and the air will fly away. It's a mixture of capoeira, street fighting, and sepak takraw. Sepak takraw, like the sport? Do you think I was born yesterday, dog? Hey, show me this fighting style. I need me a demonstration ASAP. Alright, you bet. You're gonna be shocked about the bacteria killing based martial arts. It's one of a kind. Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. You get your goddamn ugly ass.
Nigga, this is just regular MMA. You're not doing anything special. You wasting my time. I can't believe this. You wasting my time. How do you even get past? It's not. We do a couple of things differently from regular MMA. This is bacteria-based killing martial arts. You gotta understand. All right, nigga. Tell me why it's called bacteria-based fighting martial arts or whatever it is that you said. Why is it called that? Easy. Imagine this fighting style being similar to a disinfecting wipe. It kills 99.9% of the germs and bacteria. The 0.01% being when you lose, which is so unlikely that we call it the bacteria-based martial arts. There's absolutely no way this nigga said this with a straight face. Akuma!
Die 1,000 deaths! You have a long way to go.
He's out here making bacteria-based fighting style. I can't believe. I can't wait to tell my wife about this. What's next? Refrigerator-based kung fu? You gotta be kidding me. Blair's moveset is mainly focused on knee and kick moves. However, arm combat is also instilled in her arsenal, as she can do reverse somersaults that can really impact some damage. Her special move, the sliding arrow, lets her slide kick an opponent. If it connects well, she quickly gets behind them for a surprise attack, then breaks their leg with a command throw. Well, I mean, breaks in Street Fighter terms, you know, it didn't really do much. Other than that, there's not much else about Blair. Like stated previously, she only appears in the original Street Fighter EX and Street Fighter EX Plus when it comes to Street Fighter games, and she appears in those games as an unlockable character. She's not even available in the base roster. She's voiced by Hikari Tachibana, best known for her voicing Zelda in the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker game. We know the Street Fighter EX games are spin-offs, therefore these characters making an appearance in the Street Fighter games in the future are very, very unlikely, unless they decide to add every character ever, or make a Street Fighter game with every Street Fighter character to ever appear in every game. They're probably not gonna do that. In fact, if they even add an EX character, they're not gonna look at Blair. I'm gonna be real with y'all. They'll most likely add like Kairi or Hokuto or Pullum Purna even before her. She feels like a tertiary character in the EX series. So can you imagine how she would feel like in the mainline Street Fighter games? Our muscle mommy will most likely stay forgotten. But her muscles, specifically her back and her traps, oh my goodness. Who's your trainer? The Hulk? Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on Blair Dame. If you used her in the EX games, let me know as well. Also, if you haven't, I've made a video discussing Pullum Purna from the EX series as well, Blair's best friend. Check that video out. And I've also made a video talking about Lei Wulong if you're interested in Tekken. Basically, his whole come up and downfall as a character and his lore, and why I don't think he's gonna come back to Tekken 8 anytime soon. I may be proven wrong, but as this video is out, it's the 22nd of July. There doesn't seem to be any clues that he's gonna be coming into the game, so if you want to hear my thoughts on it, just watch that video. I'll also talk about his lore as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.